new passport policy and processes was the focus of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission's Diaspora Virtual Event Series held in Abuja. This hybrid event attracted over 4,149 participants from 76 countries across the world. The event featured the Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunji Ojo, as keynote speaker, Chairman CEO, NIDCOM, Honorable Abike Dabir Erewa as chief host, and the Comptroller General of Immigration Service, Caroline Wuraola Adepoju, as guest speaker. The Diaspora this week will bring to you blow-by-blow account of the lecture series on new passport policy and processes for Nigerian diaspora and those at home. We also have our complimentary segment of health tips by Association of Nigerian Physicians in the Americas, AMPA, and our diaspora of the moment. Sit back and enjoy your favorite show, The Diaspora. I am Khadija Bamali, your uncle. Welcome back. Let's begin with Honorable Abike Dabir Erewa, Chairman CEO, Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, the brain behind the Diaspora Lecture Series as it affects Nigerians in the diaspora.
I welcome you to the very first Diaspora Virtual Lecture Series 2024 under the topic, New Passport Policy Processes for Nigerians in the Diaspora. So why are we doing this? Because one of the biggest issues are the issues of passports. Every time we're bombarded with the issue of passports and all that. And then the minister came on board and said the process will be fully digital and that there will be a contactless policy. So this is a platform to have the minister and the Comptroller General explain what this process means. So we want to make it easier for you as the bridge between the government and the diaspora to bring this matter to you wherever you are, and then to also see how the minister's aim and objective of making everything seamless will be achieved. Diaspora issues are now on the front burner, and we thank you for all you've been doing in the diaspora to ensure that you join hands in building this great country of ours. So this is one of our programs, the virtual lecture series. Of course, we have the Diaspora Day. We're going to be 5 years this year, and we look forward to having all of you participate. The Diaspora Investment Summit in November is getting bigger and better, and we're proud that Nigerians are investing in their country. And we keep celebrating all of you. I mean, the richest immigrant in the world is a Nigerian, at least in America, is a Nigerian. And our own Dr. Ogulesi has joined the Billionaire Club. So we keep celebrating every one of you and keep telling the best stories about ourselves. So we count on you, the diaspora, to work with Nigerians at home to make this country truly a great one.
Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunji Ojo, who joined virtually, said, "It is no longer business as usual. It is now business unusual. With immigration e-gates coming soon and contactless passport application process to start March 8, 2024. Take a listen."
For too long, acquiring Nigerian passport has been an arduous process, fraught with long queues, bureaucratic hurdles, unnecessary delays, and sometimes unnecessary exhaustion of people. These not only cause frustration and inconvenience for Nigerians at home, but also painted an unflattering picture of our nation on the global stage. However, a new dawn is upon us since assuming office. Under the leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, the Ministry of Interior has embarked on a comprehensive transformation journey with unwavering faith and an enabling environment fostered by the President. We have achieved significant milestones, some of which are clearing over 200,000 passport backlogs within 3 weeks, alleviating a national crisis and restoring pride in our identity system, spearheading the deployment of e-gates at international airports, streamlining entry and exit process for Nigerians. As a matter of fact, as we speak, the e-gate in Abuja Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport has been installed. By the grace of God, we are working on our March deadline for installation of e-gate command and control center across all our international airports, namely Abuja, Lagos, Kano, Port Harcourt, and of course, Enugu. This will enhance the capacity of our immigration officers to be able to do what we call pre-profiling of, people, and also to give Nigerians a seamless and a sweet experience when coming back to Nigeria. As I've said too many times, that there's no need for a Nigerian coming back to his country to see immigration officers unless the person is someone of interest. So with the deployment of e-gates in all our international airports, we can be sure of a seamless experience and a sweet experience befitting of the giant of Africa.
The Comptroller General of Immigration Service, Caroline Wurola Adepoju, stated that in 2023 alone, about 2.14 million passports were processed.
Under the able leadership of our Supervisory Minister, Honorable Dr. Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, the Nigeria Immigration Service came up with a new policy as a response and a solution to the numerous calls from Nigerians who daily encounter stress and dissatisfaction with the existing passport application process. The new process will reduce human interface between applicants, middlemen, sometimes, Nigerian immigration personnel also, and thereby eliminating the inconvenience associated with this. This will also save both our personnel and applicants the loss of man-hour, which is attendant to the old regime. Our facilities too will no more be overstretched. The Japa syndrome has impacted the nation in several ways, among which is that the NIS has experienced an unprecedented increase in passport applications. In 2021, the total number of passports issued was 1,033,506. In 2022, the total number of passports issued was 1,597,729, indicating an increase of about 50%, whereas in 2023, the total number of passports issued was 2,141,300. This is a 100% increase.
Participants who hooked up virtually put forward questions and interventions and were adequately addressed.
Certainly, Nigeria's new passport policy processes for Nigerians in the diaspora exemplify a commendable stride towards enhancing accessibility and efficiency for citizens abroad. This will make it easier for us to go home as we need to, for our children who are first, second, and third generation Nigerians in the diaspora to be able to go through the seamless effort of obtaining Nigerian passport.
There used to be a fast-track service whereby if in an emergency you had to travel, you could pay and get your passport within 48 hours. And would like you to look at that. Can that service please be restored? Because it will help immensely.
We have a number of our diasporans calling every now and then, and we will be very happy to see that this process becomes fully automated. And my fear, apart from the fact that we have fully automated everything now, going forward is for us to be able to maintain the standard and improve on it on a daily basis.
Students in diaspora experience delay in passport renewal because of the extension of validity process. And what this means is that if their passports are not expired and their study visas are expired, they could miss the renewal of their visa because the extension of validity has not been approved. The question is on the online system. If a passport is not expired but required to be renewed, how efficient will the process be? Does it still need approval from the headquarters in Abuja.
I'm also glad that the focus has been in Canada for the test run. We appreciate both our keynote speakers, for focusing on Canada, and we won't let you down. I can tell you that because the staff, the NIS staff here, Titi, Olaya, it's doing a great job, and I'm sure they are ready to to experiment with you and make sure that things are going well.
As a way of a suggestion going forward, aside from having multiple NIM locations and focused passport intervention, it might also make economic sense to have like a consul general's office where the consular services will be situated, say in Toronto, for example, to cater for the over 100,000 people, Nigerians in and around the GTA.
Is it possible to integrate the ETC on the online passport system, whereby they can put in their data and get a temporary approval for them to travel to meet that urgent need to travel?
I would like to add that, if possible, we have lots of people who could not understand English, especially within the diaspora, especially here in Saudi Arabia, in Jeddah, in Mecca, some in Tabuk, some far away from the city center, from Jeddah or from Riyadh. So this will definitely help them. And if possible, an option for 3 major languages of Nigeria should be added so that people will be able to process their passports themselves.
The NIN is another thing. We only have one agent in the whole of Australia that's functional at this time. So I'm going to implore, she's really spoken for us in the past, for us to have an agent here to do NIN for us. But we have one right now. That's in person of Honorable Dabiri Erewa. If we can have more people, because we are growing in population here in Australia, and it will be very important if we have more people that can do that, so that when the countless biometric starts, it won't be an impediment for people to be able to participate in that.
For us, what we're trying to do now with the intervention of the contactless application system is to ensure that we do not need intervention again. The whole idea, in a nutshell, is to make sure that we have an immigration office or a high commission on everybody's phone. So to say, that's exactly what we're trying to say. So basically, at the moment in Nigeria, what we do, you apply, you upload, you do everything online. Your picture is online. The only thing that takes you to an immigration office as we speak now in Nigeria is just only your finger, your biometric. That's your biometric capture. And that is what we are now trying to take out, because we understand that we already have your biometric features anyway in our database. We have it already. So the only thing we need is to be sure that you are who you say you are, and the applicant is actually the applicant, is so to say. So bringing in the contactless biometric solution is to ensure that for verification and authentication purposes, we know you are who you say you are. Once we are able to capture, and don't forget that biometric alone is not just about fingerprint, it deals with the eyes, it deals with other biometric features. So once we capture it, we query our database, and of course we see that the biometric features are the same. It shows that you are who you say you are. So finish your application wherever you are, we courier your passport to you.
Many thanks to the Minister of Interior, CG Immigration Service, and our indefatigable Mama Diaspora for this noble conversation. Let's take a short break. Keep watching the Diaspora.
This walk that you're walking, even though it was known as the point of no return, we see it now as the joy of return.
The
spirit of Africa could not be broken by the transatlantic slave trade. You cannot lose the spirit. And the divine force, the spirit of Africa, has brought us back today.
Welcome, welcome to home.
Up next, our health tips with AMPA doctors.
I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about health and wellness. Health and wellness is also performed by identifying and treating disease, but also by promoting health by healthy practices that you can perform on your own as an individual without necessarily going to see your physician. These include, number one, maintaining a healthy weight. A healthy weight, as calculated by your body mass index, is your weight in relation to your height. For instance, somebody who is 6 feet should or could weigh the same as somebody who is 5 feet if that person is overweight. So for every weight, there's an expectation where your weight should be that is a healthy calculated weight. And this is determined by the chart, which also could be determined by an app. A healthy weight is usually a body mass index under 30. Between 26 and 29 is ideal. And as you go further along the chart, you're noted to be overweight, obese, and or at a higher spectrum of abnormal. It's important to be able to maintain your body mass index right at a healthy weight and also not be at a lower weight, which is also not noted to be healthy. To do this, it's important, number two, to maintain a healthy diet. It's important to understand that your diet is made up of different types of food, including carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. And to be able to have a healthy diet, it's important to balance the different kinds of foods in proportion. For instance, don't have a food that is heavy on carbohydrates, such as rice, cassava, yam flour, swallowed food, fufu, semovita. Instead, try and balance that out with a heavier portion of protein, such as fish, beans, lentils, all different kinds of beans, meats, but meat in moderation, because these are less likely to be associated with you gaining weight. Vegetables are also a great source of micronutrients and are very healthy to consume. They contain beta-carotenes and a lot of antioxidants that are healthy. Green leafy vegetables, such as spinach, ugu, broccoli, asparagus, also pumpkin leaves, all sorts of naturally occurring green vegetables are very healthy for one, including also fruits that are very easily available and so wonderfully nutritious and taste very well for people to be able to have these nutrients for a healthy diet. It's important to have portions, so for whatever you eat, do it in moderation, not a large amount of anything, but limiting your intake to be able to control weight gain. The other thing that would be very helpful, in addition to these two things, are being active. Daily exercise has been associated with healthier life outcomes. So be active, choose a sport or a regular activity. For those who may be limited, even walking for 20-30 minutes a day is very helpful to maintain a healthy outlook and lifestyle. Don't sit all day if you have a sitting job. You could get up and walk throughout the day to be able to add to your physical activity and dedicate at least half an hour each day to be able to be active and maintain an elevated heart rate that would help boost your metabolism. Limiting alcoholic beverages is also very important in being able to maintain a healthy diet and limit the effects of alcohol, which if used excessively could be associated with a milieu of things, including hypertension, liver disease, adverse effects for different conditions, including problems with the heart, liver, cardiovascular disease, and so have you. So it's important that you limit alcohol to at least 1 to 2 drinks a week, or not even to be able to avoid the effects of an excessive amount of alcohol. Something that is not mentioned often that is very important with health is sleep. It's important for adults to get an adequate amount of sleep. It's often reported by busy individuals to report less than 6 hours of sleep at night. And a lack of sleep has been associated with so many things, including high blood pressure, inability to maintain control of chronic diseases, and even worse, an excessive amount of weight gain, especially amongst the mid portions. Adequate sleep and mental rest is important to develop a lifestyle of resilience. And so finding a way to try and get, I know it sounds hard, 8 hours of sleep at night is very important for you to be able to maintain these. So these are some of the tips that are not conclusive, but associated with a healthy living and lifestyle. So go ahead and try and embrace these, and we will send some more updates from AMPA. Thank you for listening.
And now to our diaspora of the moment, with Shalewa Ajila presenting.
Our diaspora of the moment is Okoro Uzutechukwu Benjamin. Okoro hails from Ajali, Orumba North Local Government Area, Anambra State. After getting 8 A's in his WAEC in 2017, Okoro got a federal government scholarship to study at Voronezh University, Russia. He made a great use of the opportunity as he was given and completed his degree with a first class. The 25-year-old Anambra graduate bagged a first class in pharmacy at Voronezh State University, Russia, with a cumulative grade point average of 4.65, making him the first Nigerian to achieve this feat in the history of the faculty. Congratulations, Okoro. We celebrate you as our diaspora of the moment.
I hope you enjoyed this lovely episode of your favorite show, The Diaspora. Check us out next week for a robust package. Stay positive.